Welcome to the SoReal Family Podcast with your host, Lamar Sorrell. Don't have a co-host for this right now, but as always, I do have my co-host from the SoReal Sports Podcast, Reggie Walker, and his wife, Shayla Walker. So I do
Uh,
have them right now. Say what's up to them. Say what's up to the people.
What's up?
what's good, y'all?
So this is the very first episode of the Family Podcast. This will bring out the people that I am surrounded by, my family, biological and not biological, but I call them my family because I love them just as much. Now this right here is about life. We won't be talking about sports on this one. This is just about modern day life and how life is going. Because everybody looks at other podcasts and see that, well, we talk about life, but they talk about their rich life. They talk about their more money life. Let's talk about the life of the normal, everyday working people, hard working people. The reason why y'all can have this money and have this everyday good life, because the work that we put in, and hopefully we can get just like y'all. But for right now, we good just the way we are. Now, the first topic that we're gonna talk about is COVID-19. So how y'all feel about this pandemic?
I'm sick of it.
It needs to go the hell on. Like 2020 is dead.
I never thought 2020 would be like this bad, like terrible.
Us either, man. Us either. I promise you, man. We sit here and said, in 2020, our youth.
We finna businesses going, and I mean we still doing that, but
More
not
cautious.
yeah.
Actually, relocating from Mississippi to Denver,
Right.
Colorado, everything, until March.
To this wench come.
Like I was rooting for y'all too. I'm like, y'all done moved to Denver, getting ready for 2020. Y'all finna turn up. Y'all finna be straight. Boom! COVID-19.
I know, man.
That's so fucked up.
I know.
That is so fucked up, man.
Yeah, I
That's the
know.
worst. That's the worst thing that happened to you when you move to another state, not another city, but to a whole nother state. Get yourself prepared for the
Oh,
next.
another state.
And guess what? You got this terrible ass pandemic that just come out of nowhere. If y'all heard the dough, that was my wife. She don't want to come on here, but I get on here sooner or later. So to me, COVID-19 been pretty bad also, especially here. But I see blessings in all kind of tragic situations. Like I feel like that I wouldn't be able to do the things that I'm doing right now if it weren't for COVID, because I'm too busy to be focused on work and not have enough time to do stuff like this. Like this really got me focused on trying to get myself out there in the real world. So it did kind of help. Plus, my wife, she gets that unemployment money, so that's definitely helping. That's definitely helping, right?
Ain't funny about that.
She definitely getting
Well,
that
I mean,
unemployment money. She making more money unemployed than she worked like when she was working. So I mean, that's that's crazy. Like me for me, I'm making just about the same if I wasn't working. But I'd rather work because I don't like just sitting at home doing nothing. I'd rather work.
all right.
But she making the same amount of like she almost the breadwinner. at other house, and I'm working. But it seems like it's gonna be an end to that because
That's okay though.
that it's okay, ain't nothing wrong with it. That just means I gotta do better myself. But besides the fact, as long as we both able to provide for the family, that's all that matters. That's really all that matters. So, besides this COVID
Fact.
19, let's go to this big situation between Jada Pickett Smith and Will Smith about August Alsina and this so-called, hold on, I gotta get my quotation, entanglement. How y'all feel about that?
It's
Oh,
entangled.
oh, you gotta put them together. All right, I feel
Yeah, they
you. Yeah,
entangled.
yeah, you gotta put them entangled. Okay, I got you. How you feel about that?
His name is Og. It's not August Alsina anymore. It's Og because they are very comfortable with Og. You know.
I like that. I like that.
But I think they grown ass people. They make a fuss about what they want to do, and it's old. It, they act 2 days ago or something. It was 4 years ago.
That's true.
Like,
But but they kept it like
My
I
biggest thing.
mean, what'd you say, Richard?
No, I'm just saying. My biggest thing is it ain't none of our damn business. At the
That's true.
end of the day, nobody who talking about it,
mm,
damn business. Let them grown people do what the hell they want to do. We grown, we do what the hell we want to do. Ain't nobody, but it's just because they are in the media, the limelight of everybody. Everybody gets to feel like they need to put their 2 cents in. No, shut the hell up and let them do. And it was so long ago. It's honestly irrelevant right now.
Well, I mean, it is taken away from the real
Right quick,
what's up?
I'm gonna check on the kids right quick. This is a family thing, so
Right.
I'm sure
I
y'all
mean,
understand.
yeah, yeah, of course. We understand. I'm gonna be talking to your wife. So, Shayla, you still on? So we still good.
yeah,
Because I don't want to be talking to myself. But anyway, mainly what
you
I
do
feel of,
anyway, I'm sure.
no, I mean, of course I talk to myself, but nobody wouldn't just hear me. I mean, they want to hear anybody. They want to hear somebody else, at least. Because I can go on and on about myself, of course. But besides the fact, what I feel about it is that it's none of our business, but the media and us as black people put them on such a high pedestal that we couldn't believe that it happened. I couldn't believe it happened with August
How
Alsina. I just couldn't believe it happened with August Alsina. Like I didn't think that you go from Will, like it's Will, movies, rap career, Will to August to August.
Keep going, keep going.
I don't want to go too low, man. I mean, this is pretty low, man. This is pretty low, but I mean, I like August
I mean,
music.
if if we're trying to compare him to Will, he's like not even close. Like he hasn't even of what Will has accomplished.
That's
Not
true.
even
That's true.
not
But
even close, man.
but what I'm saying is that I just didn't see it coming from them, and I didn't see it coming to August. Now he was vulnerable. Don't get me wrong. He went to Jada to get some kind of help, but Jada and Will was so-called separated at the time, and Jada said she ain't
mm,
had no feelings in a while, so she used that to her advantage, which is wrong. Of course, it's wrong because as young as August is, yeah, he definitely gonna fall in love with Jada. In 1990s, we were looking at Jada like, oh man, on Jada. And he getting it in 2020. So I can understand how he feeling. If, I ain't gonna lie, if I had a piece of Jada, if I was single first and I had a piece of Jada, I might have been in love too. I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't gonna lie to you. I might have been in love like
And look, it ain't no Mike.
Lee Will for
Mike.
me, please, please. Lee Will for me, please. I do something. I do something. But I mean, it's just crazy that it happened and it's just out in public. Like if it was private and nobody heard about it, nobody pretty much would have cared because it's private. I mean, it's none of our business. But August fell in love. He was loving it. I love this shit. He came out with that song. Did he come out with that song because of that? I don't know. But that's besides
Might have been.
It was
Hey,
choose what it was.
and I love this shit. Hey, it probably was. 2 o'clock and I'm faded. Ain't no telling. He probably told the whole goddamn scene during that whole damn song. Ain't no telling.
That
But
no song we just know it then because it was private.
yeah, it was private. But he made it public. And she had to address it and she had to be honest. But boy, if anybody can make you feel emotional, look at Will when he about to cry. Man, if you want to feel emotional, look at Will when he about to cry. Cause he'll make you feel like man, he lost everything in the world. Like my favorite movie is Pursuit of Happiness. And every time I see that movie, I cry.
Oh,
And when I seen the look on his face when she was talking about entanglement, man, I wanted to drop a tear for him, man. I'm like, I'm here for you, Will. I'm here. Man, she did you wrong. That's fucked
oh
up.
my goodness.
That's fucked up.
But he did say he did his thing too. So
That's true.
his side piece just ain't came out and said
Right.
nothing
They know how to be quiet.
because they're older.
Twice they gonna get her back. Like, no, I'm gonna get your ass back.
Right. Why you say that, then? If that was the case, he already got her back. They should be even, shouldn't
It might have been he would whatever he has done. I don't think even if it were to come out, it would be his
Yeah.
situation. So uh,
it? Yeah, I can understand that.
they have a marriage swingers even
They say.
Swingers.
them. And here again, it's none of our damn business.
True. It is none of our, but they made it public. So now it feels like it's part
Yes.
of our business.
We went and sat down and talked about it.
Right. Talking about some, we ride together, we die together. Bad marriage for life. What? Really? Ain't nobody trying to be in
Yes,
no
terrible.
bad
That
marriage
was
for life.
terrible.
That was stupid. Who wants to be in a bad marriage
What
for
I
the rest of their
mean,
life?
not no more though. They not no more. They separated, got together. So
What they basically saying is, we gonna make sure when we do this shit that y'all ain't in it. So we gonna ride this shit till the wheels fall off. Damn.
Yeah.
yeah.
And that's technically,
I
what
mean, right.
uh but to put it, like that's kind of fucked up.
That
That
Like,
was
is
their humor.
that is fucked up. Then they dab to it too. They fist bump to it. That's fucked up. That's wild. I wish
That
I
was
wish I
humor.
wish I wish I would fist bump and say to my babe, bad marriage, babe. She gonna slap the shit out of me. No
nah,
hesitation.
you good.
Yeah, you already know what be happening over here. So I ain't gonna speak too much about that.
But,
Don't want nobody coming over
I'm
here
not
asking
gonna
me,
speak too much
am
on
I
it
okay?
either.
So,
Are you okay?
Random
yeah, blink
carrying
twice,
outside your
blink
phone whenever
twice
your house.
blink twice if you in
Um,
danger.
911.
Yeah,
911. There's a black man getting beat.
yeah, man, whatever, whatever.
Okay.
I love my wife. How about that? I love my wife.
I mean,
Man,
you supposed
I ain't
to.
against my will to say that anyway, but she hit too hard.
But you standing right there.
Man, you make me look. You made me look, man. That's not fair. That is not right, man. You are cold blooded. But on to the next subject, which really leads to this. I feel like that we can discuss this because I mean we can discuss anything, but I would like to discuss this. How do y'all feel about open marriages? Is it good or is it bad?
I'll let her go first.
Ladies first.
I I don't know. Open is just that's a bit like it's open. That means out here dealing with
Right,
different. Then y'all come back together. So
right.
I don't, I'm not feeling that one too much.
You good?
Yeah, like
Okay.
open.
My
Mm.
my different because I've done a lot of research on it, and the difference is basically you have in an open marriage you either have which would be like the with Jada, or like she was just Steve, you go out here and do this, and this person go out here and do this, and then y'all together, or either y'all may cross sides, and however that go. I don't trust that part because it's infidelity.
It's now it's
It's the
there
um,
now it's TI.
but as far as the polyamorous side of your own rules to what you want in your marriage, as far as third person, or there you go. Well, but you basically will be in your own standards for
Yeah. Okay.
No,
Yeah, I can
it.
understand that.
But like I said, I've done a lot of research on it. A lot of I want to say it was 94% of marriages are open, end in divorce. But here again, some earlier today that said that 2% of Americans are in open marriages, which down if you it's basically 25 couples. So if you know 24 couples, then you know at least one. Wow, either they're swingers or they participate in an open marriage. So when you break that down even further, it comes to 2.8 billion American billion couples in open. Not to even not include the select. Well, no, especially the thing. But ultimately, I don't think it's a bad thing. It's just all about communication.
Yeah, I agree with that. Well, I agree with how you feel about that. My idea, my thought about open marriage is, well, I'm just gonna say, from my point of view, that would never happen. I don't want it to happen. Never even thought about it happening because I married the woman I want to be with for the rest of my life, and that's who I want to stick to. I don't even have no thoughts about anybody else at all. And this is something that I haven't felt in my whole life. But just going based off in general, I feel like it's all about communication. Communication is always key in any relationship, marriage, whatsoever. So I believe it's some like this is my example right here. Y'all see do y'all see the video dude named Big J? Y'all know about Big
Big
J?
job.
Well, Big J, whatever his name is.
Big job.
Yeah,
The
Big J.
the
Mm-mm.
Yandits.
Oh,
Yeah, the yams. Got them yams.
that guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he
Shout out
got
to you, man.
yeah, he got us yeah, shout out to him, man, because he got some great videos. But you
Yeah.
know the one about the skit about his designated side dude? It
I
might
haven't
not be
seen them. I've seen
it might not be from him, but he's in it because he's the dude that has his wife and they married, but he know that his wife might think about cheating, but he don't want her to just cheat. So he gave her a designated side dude to be with.
Oh my God.
Yeah, he gave her a designated side dude, which is his friend. And this is I believe it's on Troy from Troy in L.A. Look him up on YouTube. He's a good one too. Shouts to Troy. Um, yeah, I believe it's on his YouTube page. But he's the designated side dude. And basically anything that the husband don't want to do, the designated side dude would come in and take over. Like for instance, he don't want to go out to eat. He be like, you know what, babe, I don't feel like going out. Let me go ahead and call this designated side dude for you. And he brought her out. You're like, yeah, I'll take you out to eat. That's my job. So I'm gonna go ahead and handle that for you. And it's a lot of stuff that they do together. But it's now getting to the point where the wife is starting to like the designated side dude
Like
more
the
than the
side.
husband. No, more than the husband now. Cause she spent time with him a whole lot. And it's just getting crazy. Like that's the reason why I wouldn't like to have an open marriage because it's some things that the dude that's not married gonna want to do to your wife that you don't feel like doing it because you already with her, you already been married to her. But my auntie gave me a good idea. Good. Let's see. She gave me a good idea. She said, always date your wife. Always date your wife. At all times, date your wife. Treat her as if you dating her every single time. At least take her out on a date at least once a month. Because if you
Yeah.
got that in your head, then you'll never sit there and be bored in your marriage. So always date your wife. So with that mindset, if I'm always doing that, what what other man can sit there and take my spot? I don't feel like it ain't none. Now, if you just getting bored and you old and y'all been married for like 25 years, y'all just want to try something, do you? But for me, my perspective, how I feel about it, nope, not happening. Would not think about no open marriage. I don't think it's a good idea. I can go biblical with it, but I don't want to do all that. I just want to stick to the personal. I don't like. I don't like it at all.
I completely understand that.
I agree a lot.
Yeah, I mean, your whole point and all that, but here again, it just comes down to if that's something that you want to pursue. I don't want to pursue, so there is no communication that's needed for that.
Right.
So I mean, I get exactly where you're coming from. Here again, that is like a very opinionated, very.
Yeah. Definitely very opinionated. But that's just how some people roll. Oh yeah, this will be on the YouTube page. So in the comments, just let us know how y'all feel about open marriage. We like to hear from y'all. We
It's
definitely like to
terrible.
hear from y'all. Some people
Look
would
out
probably
here to
give
the
us a
club.
better understanding than others. So hopefully we can get that in the comment section. But let's go on to this the biggest topic that I want to talk about right here. And this is about school. School is supposed to start next month, but we're still in a pandemic. So, how do you feel about your children going to school? Oh, yeah, by the way, I do have two kids. Well, I have one, which is my biological son. He's 6. And I have a
No,
stepdaughter, which I call my daughter. Let me finish. I said I got two. I'm just letting them know exactly how it is because she gonna call me stepdad. So I'm just going ahead and let them know right now. I treat her as she's my daughter. She's 13. I have two kids. I have a son and a daughter. It's just that my son is biological. My daughter is not, but I treat her as she's one of my own regardless. But what about you, Rich? How you feel about the children going back to school now?
they ain't. That's make on it. I'm not trusting none of it
Nope.
at all. It's like I said, since we in Denver, uh, they talking about a lot of different protocols or how they gonna approach it. I don't like it. Mine ain't going.
Online.
And I'm gonna go ahead and say this. I have 4 kids. I have a daughter. She stays with her mom back in Mississippi. The son, he's with his mom in Mississippi. I have a stepdad, not stepdad or anything like that. He will be living on
Saturday.
Saturday. So and also we have a daughter. So
The little demon.
yeah,
She ain't no
need
demon.
to check.
Don't you dare talk about her right here on this podcast. How dare you?
I'm gonna put her in a mail and send her to you. Then I'm gonna let you decide.
Well, I'm gonna let my daughter take care of it. We'll be straight.
Come
Right.
out like the Tasmanian devil.
I'm a fish, so it ain't no telling when you'll get her.
You putting on wish.
3 months from now.
The
I'm
pandemic.
sending
The
her through wish.
pandemic will be over before we get her.
What was that? Next year?
you better off putting it in a time capsule.
Don't shop on Wish.
Mid 20.
Hey, Wish got
Here's
some
your
eye
package.
stuff. Wish got some eye stuff. You just wish it
It
came
just
sooner.
Yeah,
That's all.
yeah. But back to the topic though, man. Like we just for matter, we don't even get like to Walmart.
they have been out the house one time.
Yeah, like literally, like we don't have this to get everything. Like we need to make grocery shop on our way home, out to work, something like that. Make sure that we have everything that they need, that they're okay.
Mhm.
They wouldn't need to go outside. The only time that my stepson, goes outside, take the trash to the dumpster, come back in, he hitting hand sanitizer before he touch anything else. So we pretty on that as far as like when we get off work, we no looks, no communication, really no close contact at all. We go straight to our room, shower. So as far as school thing, I don't fully trust whatever kind of protocols
No,
they have.
because look at these are children in the classroom all day with a mask on. They done lost the before they even got to school, for one.
Right.
No,
I
it's
don't
not
get if they're gonna come home. Some of these masks they say are only good for up to 4 hours.
4 hours. Yeah.
So even if we do like homemade masks, something like that, like she said, they could easily lose them, or
They gonna forget them on their tray
we
where
don't
they get the.
vision over them where they're being 100% safe on that situation. Because we don't have once they're in the house, they're good. You know, go out there in the world, we don't have any control, and I don't want to not have control this kind of situation.
Right.
So hell no, I'm not sending my kids out there. It's not safe, and I don't feel like anybody should, unless achieve that there will be smart, like significantly smaller class size. Social teachers were, tested, or let's say
Well,
like heat check, like temperature heat checks on a daily basis, like in times of the day and stuff like that. And I'm still on edge about something like that. That's why I'm just gonna stick to no. Fuck no.
kids say it's nasty.
Right.
Wash your hands.
Just think about it, how nasty were we as kids, and we boys, so
Very nasty. I used to eat sand, dirt,
yep,
crayons,
Lord.
Look, I remember
boogers.
They said something about
He's a
people
booger
used
eater.
to eat the red clay mud or something.
The clay.
Try the mud pie before. Like we were nasty. So just think about kids now and just the overall health and safety. I'm styling on that, man. I'm all about my kids being and doing better than what I am. I'm brilliant, but I'm still working on myself. We're still working on it, but just to send my child blindly into something like this that's crazy. I would not do that. I wouldn't feel good as a parent or a person to do that.
Right. I totally agree, 100%. Well, I just know that I don't want my child going out there at all because he's already he got a weak immune system. So that's the worst thing to happen whenever you do catch it. And I definitely don't want that to happen. But my wife don't even like me even being outside to go get the mail. That's how I know that her daughter definitely ain't going to school. But the problem is that if
You
it
stealing her and mine.
what
Y'all are a unit.
She got something different. I wanted to know. Keep looking around over your shoulder like she gonna come in a few. That's what I want to know.
I'm trying not to look, but I have peripheral that I hear doors cracking, things of that nature. So it's kind of scary me, but just pray for me. That's all. Keep me in your prayers. But besides that, back to what I was saying, my daughter,
In
I
the
know.
comment section, people
You
we're only playing.
Yeah.
He does not have a fear for his life on a daily basis. It's just weekly.
Yeah, whatever.
Oh,
Just y'all should know that
to talk about narcissists like that.
she ain't nothing like that. She loves me dearly. Okay. So don't y'all get scared and start because we might have a Karen in the comment section and she might call the police. And we don't need that happen. So I just need y'all to
Don't know
understand
that, so she can't.
that hey, put the
Or
phone down.
they
Put the
track
phone
the
down,
IP
Reggie.
address.
I am okay. Put the phone down. She loves me dearly. Okay. I love her too. But back to what I was saying before I was rudely
Corona
interrupted. This is my turn. My turn. This is my turn. But
You're
yeah,
right.
like I was saying, like she don't want us to be outside at all. So I know that my daughter won't be going to school when it's time to go. However, they are trying to do online work, online schooling, and I feel
Yeah.
like that's a problem also.
Hmm.
The reason why I feel like that's a problem is because they're too young, first of all. Secondly, they're too lazy. I'm gonna go ahead and say it. They are too lazy when it comes to online. They don't want to do the work at school. How you think they gonna do online? They ain't gonna want to do the work online. They gonna be wanting to get on YouTube. They gonna be wanting to get on Hulu. They gonna be wanting to watch movies, TV shows, whatever. They ain't gonna be wanting to be on there.
That's and that's where you come in and block a certain time.
Well, I
Yeah,
mean,
or just be the parent. Like you have full control over that,
I
and
have
you
full
just have to be
control
the
over
parent.
it,
You have to,
but I
yeah,
have full control
And
over it.
learning starts at home.
Yeah, that's true. But also, we have jobs that we have to attend to, and we have things that we gotta
Uh,
attend to. So I can't watch her do her work at the time that she's supposed to do her work if I'm at work. Because the way they doing the online,
but
it's not like
that's
college. It's not like college. Like you got to be on the computer at a certain time because you got to get your lesson.
hmm
So if I'm working
and that's like I said,
and she
that's where
working,
you block everything else.
no, I'm just saying she could be at the
Cannot
house
that.
sleep. She could be sleep while we at work, and she ain't getting up to do her work. How can I help that? I can't stop that.
well,
You that when you go look at her work and what you did, you gonna know.
Yeah, of course.
yeah, and not to mention, right? I'm not 100% situation, but you mentioned earlier that she getting a full unemployment benefits now with school on schedule for next month, depending on where she is with unemployment and either finding a job, then and that's what y'all as a marriage though.
Yeah.
With you going and to monitor her, then that not saying that there's more responsibility on the wife, more of an obligation to her want to continue learning.
Right. And I agree with that. That's if she's still here. But if she's working the same
Right.
time I'm working, I don't see how in the world can we solve that problem without us trying to be right there. And she's old enough to be able to do stuff on her own. She's 13. I remember I was 13 and
Yeah.
I was at home by myself all the time. Not saying that my mama was a bad parent, but they was working. They was working their ass off trying to provide for me
Yeah.
and my brother. So I had to be more older than what I was in order for me to be able to, you know, get
hmm
things done for she can do the things that she needs to do. So can't be 13 years old
Just
still
like
being
in
babysitting.
our situation.
You just can't be that old and still be babysitting, and you still got make sure you put on the right clothes. Make sure you're doing your work. Now you should already be doing that. Automatically, you should be already doing that. So that goes along with it
That
too.
is true.
I just feel like that automatically that my child or both of my kids are not going to school. They're not going. The crazy thing about it, why in the world is Trump so ready to open schools up, but so ready to get rid of the people in prison just so they won't catch the corona? Yeah,
I
the
see
corona is so bad
not to say that
that
right
you
now.
got to eliminate people from prison and let them out so the corona will be all right. But it's you supposed to bring kids in school, but it's that good that you can have kids back in school. And then he talk about not funding schools at all if you don't accept that protocol.
Mm-mm. Well, homeschool it is.
Right.
Well,
Period.
like
But
I was, like
at
I'm,
the end, what thing? Why do they want these to go back to school next month? And they already have predicted that it'll be a second wave, which in 2 months. Like what? So you
Makes no
close
sense.
back down like that don't make any sense.
None whatsoever. None.
but we're going off of 45 here,
Yeah.
Lil Dunvan's agenda
Yeah.
as far as real and stuff. Like everything is just wrong with the United States as far as the leadership goes. Because if you even go to Australia or Europe, when this pandemic first
They
broke,
have little. Their cases are very, 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 very low.
because they and people in their government, they they did
Got
what they were
on it
supposed to do. They
just like that.
reacted on time. Have an orange guy wearing.
Well,
That's not being racist. I'm sorry. That's not being racist.
I mean, Florida, Florida said more. Florida finna be they own Guinness Book of World Records. How many records they set
Yep.
on a daily
They,
from cases that
yep.
they
It
have.
was its own country. Yeah, if it was its own country, it would
They'll
be
be
number
top five.
three. So that
They,
is United States. They're number three.
well, I said they'll be
There's
top
China,
five.
and it would be Florida. Oh
Right,
yeah,
they'll be top five, which is sad.
that is terrible.
But guess what?
Yeah.
You can always blame Obama, Trump. That's what you normally do. You heard he blamed Obama for it. He talking about they stopped cases. How did he stop cases? What? How much power do Obama have to stop cases when you're the president? That don't make no sense.
Your fault, sir.
It came out in 2019. Last time I checked, Obama wasn't president in 2019. He ain't been president since
Nope.
20 what 15, 16? But yeah, he stopped
16.
cases. He parted the Red
Started
Sea
it
too.
probably
He
too.
might well be Jesus. He might well be Jesus Christ. Because he can do all things.
The air conditioner not air conditioner's not working in no office. So Obama's fault.
Right. It's Obama's fault. Yep. Yep. It's
That's
sad.
sad.
It is sad that you can still blame this man for everything. And Obama probably just looking at this like, me again? God, my
I
name
did
always
what?
come out of his mouth.
Literally, Obama is on scrolling on Twitter and look. Michelle, come look at this. Come look at this, Michelle. He's literally doing it.
And I bet you Michelle, what now, Obama? What now, Barack? God, I'm with you all the time. Man, hey, they have problems
We
too, though.
ride together. We die together.
Bad marriage for life.
Bad marriage for life.
Oh man, that is
Ah,
ridiculous. That is ridiculous. So I'm glad that we all come to the
very
conclusion that our kids ain't going. We're not going.
no, not at all.
They can have that. They can have that.
Even register in school, I would teach them myself.
Mm.
Hey, look, I know that you said for that you're not going. Have you spoken with Elijah's mom to see what her thoughts are on him going back?
Well, yeah,
No.
I haven't,
Ooh,
but he normally goes to therapy on Friday because if for the people that's listening, my son is autistic, so he goes to therapy on a weekly basis. So he's still doing that. I'm not sure. She said something about that school will be starting next month, but I need to talk to her and let her know that she don't need to let him go
Yeah.
because he gets his immune system, like I said earlier, is very bad, and anything can get him sick, and that's the last thing I need to happen to him is for him to get sick, especially to catch this case. So I'm probably gonna talk to her sometime this week because I gotta discuss. Be quiet. She's right over here. Okay, she's over my shoulder. All right, you ain't gotta sit there and do all that. She was right over my shoulder. But I got to speak to her anyway about the situation about my son. His b day coming up. His b day is coming up, and which is August 8th. So that's a Saturday, and I'm trying to figure out whether I she wants that Friday and I take the Saturday, or vice versa. So during that time, I'll probably discuss about him not going to school because I don't want that to happen. My opinion matters if she don't know,
Yes, it does.
Facts.
and that's what's best for him.
This was best for all these kids. Like
It really is.
the last few months of their last school year. So why send them back and they already know?
Right.
Put
But
out another wave of this. So like, don't that's a waste of time.
the crazy thing about it, the kids are so ready to go back to school. They are tired of being at home with us. They are tired of us as parents getting on their nerves. They ready to
Yeah.
see their friends again without having to
I was
beg their
ready.
parents' permission to go outside just to see
Uh,
them. They want to be
James say, board in the house and in the house board.
right. Oh man, I
Aja
love
wanted
that.
to go back to wanted to go back to school. What the first 2 weeks, she was like, "Mom,
Yeah,
I'm not going to school."
it's like, and she wanted to go to school like basketball just gotten canceled like in the middle of a well start at the beginning. Like, you know what? That's when I realized that you know what
It's
this is really
bad.
real. It's like it's serious. Like I saw it coming, but I didn't get grasp of it until like all the sporting events got shut down, and I lost my job due to that. So since then, my wife we became employed with Amazon. It's basically we're essential, so we have to get out there
Shout out to Jeff
in the
Bezos.
world.
Shout out to Jeff Bezos.
Yeah,
Love that man.
most definitely.
Love that rich
Yeah,
man. He real good.
He did that.
Yeah.
yeah,
He putting jobs out there, man. He made that money back in a heartbeat that he lost
That
to his ex-wife.
did
yeah.
He made
and
that in a
did
heartbeat.
Ex-wife,
Yeah, his
ex-wife.
and
Right.
ex-wife.
did
Man, shout out
because
to
they
him though,
pumping.
cause I love Amazon Prime.
Yeah, but
I get my stuff on time, and I get my stuff fully fully
Delivered with care.
with care. I don't
With
get
the
my stuff kicked to the door. I don't get nobody pushing my chair to the side, my lawn chair to the side. I don't get none of that. I get mine handled with care. They even put a blanket on
a
top of
nice,
it
a
just to make
nice,
sure it don't get cold.
with the sad about this.
and they'll take a nice picture of it and send it to you.
Right. Just to let me know that it's there. So yeah,
Yeah.
Amazon is great. I love
Awesome.
it. Yeah. So we got
So speaking of, oh,
what's up? No?
I said, speaking of Amazon, you is trying to do like their grocery and how they're Amazon is doing with Whole Food. Walmart is within themselves.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Hmm. Okay. Well, we have been doing Walmart
Like, how
groceries.
is that?
We have been doing Walmart groceries for the past month? For the past month, we've been doing Walmart groceries, in which we already get all the stuff and we go pick it up the next day. We have been doing that lately, but
Why do you
that's
just
still,
to your
huh?
door? They would deliver it to your door.
She don't want all that. She don't like. I told you she don't even like the mailman giving us our letter, our paper, our mail. I'm
But
telling
they
you,
touching it anyway though.
it doesn't matter.
And then you gotta touch it. So
Let me tell you what happened, which was 2 days ago. Let me tell you what happened 2 days ago. So we ordered all the stuff that we was getting for Walmart, and when we did that, she was supposed to pick it up the next day. So she was asleep around 10 something, and I was thinking to myself, well, I'm gonna go pick it up because I know she had problems with stepping outside because anytime she sees somebody without a mask on, she gets paranoid. Anytime she sees somebody like without gloves, she gets paranoid.
but she got
Like
hers on.
it doesn't matter. She got hers on, but they don't have theirs. So she's paranoid. Like she don't want she wants to make sure everybody doing the proper protocol. But so when she went, like I didn't know she was gonna go until 11 o'clock hit, and I seen her getting up going to the car. I was like, oh man, she gonna go. I was like, well, I hope everything's good. I hope she ain't gotta deal with nobody at the Walmart. So she comes back with the groceries. So let me tell you, you know how the handle on the grocery bag supposed to be? How you supposed to pick up the groceries with the handle? She's grabbing them for the bottom because she knows other people have touched that handle, not knowing if they had corona or not. So she's grabbing them from the bottom and she's moving them over and she grabbing one bag at a time and taking them in the house from the bottom of the bag because she's afraid that the person that did her groceries scooped them up and put them in the bag with their hands with no gloves on, probably they have on no mask, and just full of the corona.
No.
She didn't want to catch it. Yes.
So
That's
now tell
yes.
her
No, that's what
with
she
that.
did.
Walmart we actually go in Walmart and we see the people with gloves on and their masks are required to do that.
Okay.
So he's so paranoid. Yeah, they're required to
But
do that.
let me continue.
Well, yeah, that is.
Yeah, that's here. So
We don't know.
Yeah, Mississippi, y'all just all just
exactly. So let me
so I
continue.
got it.
When
I got it.
I was grabbing the bags because I didn't care. I'm just grabbing my bag. I'm just grabbing the bags and get them out the trunk so we can get them in the house. So as soon as we get in the house, she said, "Oh man, I'm nervous because the dude that's supposed to let her know that it's her bag, she had to give out the name that's on the grocery thing. He was right up against the window of her car. Do you have on a mask? He had on a mask, but he was right up against the window. She cracked the window like this much, and she was paranoid because the dude was so close to her door that he might have the corona. So she is that paranoid.
See,
I am
ma'am,
telling you, she. You can tell your side. You can come
if I
over
can
here and tell
turn
your
around,
side if you want to. Come on over and tell your side. Hold on, let me go and get you connected.
that right, come on.
Yeah, go ahead and bring her in.
Come on.
I can bring you in. No problem. So you can tell your side of the story. I'm finna have her mic'd up. This is the mic that we gonna use. Thinking that I'm just sitting there lying to her, lying about her. No, she is this paranoid. I am telling you. I'm telling you. She is
I
that
understand.
paranoid.
Listen. My auntie probably worse than I told his mom, I was like, she is so like she before any of this happened, like everything she does, she has to touch it a certain already ready, like on deck. Like she has always been there. And I told his mom, I was like, I bet you if you have to house anything, she probably her front door waiting on you, and you got to change at her front door before you go anywhere.
Mm. I'm telling you, let
Like,
you know.
I do kind of feel on that because like even like while walking down the aisle, at the grocery store and just move like
move.
stay over there. I'm gonna stay over here. It's just like it's just all in human decency. That's how I feel about it. So like
It's
yeah,
none of that.
I get what she's coming from. Like why are you so close to me? Like do you not realize what the hell's going on right now? I get that.
So,
Hi.
hi, how are y'all?
This is my wife, Rebecca.
Hey,
If y'all don't know, for the
Hello.
viewers listening at home,
So he told you what his thoughts was.
put the phone down.
Why are you on the phone, Reggie? Get off. Okay. My thing is this. I take this very seriously. And yes, he
which
says
we all
that.
should.
Huh?
Which we all should.
Yes, we all should, but some of us don't. So, with that being said, is like he said, I went to the grocery store to pick up our grocery because I'm not going in the grocery stores anymore because I'm so paranoid and I'm so terrified because there's so many people that has been tested positive for this coronavirus, has been told to quarantine themselves for 14 days, but you still got your motherfucking ass at the store. You're still in Dollar General. You're still in Dollar Tree. You're still walking around Walmart shopping like you're fine. Okay, just because you don't have any chest pains, you're not coughing, you're not sneezing, you don't have any of these symptoms, you think that you're okay to still go out and spread this to other people. No, you're not, because you do not know what other people have. You do not know if other people have underlying diseases that when you're walking around Walmart doing your little shopping, living your best life, and don't care about others, then you're spreading this to other people. And if somebody else catches this mess, they're not gonna have the same effect that you have. They're not gonna feel like you feel. They may have worse symptoms than you have, and they may have to be hospitalized for their symptoms. So here you are being selfish, and you put other people's lives at risk. So therefore, that terrifies me. I'm a smoker. And Lord knows that I've been trying to stop smoking for the longest, but it's not easy to say, okay, I'm gonna quit today, or I'm gonna quit tomorrow. It's hard, it is. So with me, I have already affected my lungs and may have damaged in my lungs because I've been smoking for so long. So what somebody else's symptoms are, I'm not gonna have that same reaction. They may not be a smoker. They may be in good health, may exercise every day, have a healthy diet plan that they eat, and they do all the right things. I don't do that. I don't exercise like I'm supposed to. I don't eat a healthy diet like I'm supposed to. I don't watch my calories. I don't do none of that. And I'm also a smoker, and I drink from occasion to occasion. So I'm not gonna have the same effects like other people do. My body's not gonna react to this coronavirus like your body may. That's what I'm saying. So when the dude came to my car, if you don't know me, like my family and my house knows me, I'm paranoid with everything. If you cough in my house, I go and hide myself in my room. I just can't deal. I've never had anxiety problems until now. I've never in my life have I dealt with anxiety the way that I've been dealing with it now since this coronavirus has came along. And it frightens me and it scares me, and I try to protect my family and I try to protect other people. I don't go visit my parents because they're elderly. And, you know, I may carry this not knowing that I have it. So with my parents being elderly, if I go to their house and say, okay, well, I don't feel sick, I'm not coughing, I'm not sneezing, I don't have a fever, I don't have none of the symptoms that they say to look for, but I still might have it. And I go to my parents' house and I'm talking, having a good time, giving it to them, spreading it, and then they get sick. Now, I would feel bad. Just because you do not have symptoms does not mean that you cannot catch this or you do not have it. So therefore, you need to take all the protocols and be cautious wherever it is you may go. And you have to be smart enough to think, okay, they say stay 6 feet apart, stay your social distance, wear your mask, and, you know, and don't do the things that can spread it. And that's what I try to do. So I'm like, okay, but my family says that I'm crazy because I don't like people coming to my house. I don't.
No, you're not crazy.
No. Well, my husband says that I'm maybe a little crazy, and my daughter says I'm on the slick side.
No. A little overly paranoid, maybe.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say crazy. I mean, you crazy because I know you. But regardless of that, I just think it's a little overly paranoid because, like, you even brought up the fact of people all in Dollar General, you know, doing their shopping and stuff like that. Dollar General does not have the accessibility as Walmart has or as a Target may have. So,
right.
You know, if you're not trying to spend as much money as buying a roll of tissue out of Walmart, you know, you're going to go to the general. So you have to be out there to get something like that. But, you know, here again, this all leads back to you being the health conscious person that you are and protecting yourself.
And you're doing it.
You're doing it. So, but here again, but feel me on this. I do get you by other people may be asymptomatic or may not even know that they're having it. Because Lamar, Ro and his wife, they both got it. And they were both, well, he was asymptomatic. He didn't have anything going on. He didn't cough and sneeze or anything, but he did test positive for it and quarantined for 2 weeks. But I'm saying all that to say, no, you don't know what the next person has. So I can understand your little paranoia by not even wanting to put yourself in harm's way. But we all still have to live. We still have to make a way when there isn't a way. We have to make a way when it doesn't seem like it's a way. Yeah. It means having to go out or, you know, just treat it like how we do. Like I said,
I was gonna say do your normal stuff.
Yeah.
Like, because if you go inside of Walmart before all this happened, you're gonna sanitize your buggy anyway. You're gonna have your gloves on. So just
she gonna spray every product that she's grabbing off the shelf before she grabs it.
Because you never know who has touched it before you came.
And that just made me, when Lamar was talking before you came over, he was like, you know, because the guy was standing close, you don't know. But we go in Walmart. It's this
Asian.
Yeah, I guess Asian. He would be Asian. But he's always in there, just standing there, looking at stuff. No gloves, no mask. He's just there.
Like he literally will.
He'll walk on the food aisle.
A bag of M&Ms.
Look at him.
For a few minutes, and next thing you know, he'll put it back, and then he'll go down the aisle, and he'll come back, and he'll pick up some, and he'll have it like
he'll take it from then. By then, he'll take it with him, go somewhere else, touch something else. Like what? What are you doing?
Get milk or something. Like we see him when we come in the store. But, you know, the milk is like all the way in the back by the eggs and the orange juice and stuff like that. We go back there and get our milk and, you know, make our way back. Next thing you know, we see him again. He got a completely different item in his hand. And on our way checkout line, he done put that item down when he got something else. So, like,
just touching it, looking at it, like, what are you doing?
Paranoid to a certain, like, you know, then why are employees saying something or doing something about this dude randomly touching something.
And he's there every single day.
Like
Mm-mm.
if I go to Walmart right now just for, I don't know, a case of water, he's probably there.
I would say we ain't been in Walmart this time of night. So
Well, it's true.
during the day, from the hours of 9 to 5,
3 to 5.
he in there.
He in there.
No.
He usually got the same clothes, no mask, no gloves.
No.
Nobody.
See, shit like that mess right there, that would piss me off.
It does, because it'll every time I see him, like, why ain't nobody said nothing to this dude? Like, why is he just allowed to come in here? I've never seen him in the checkout line.
Or
never got a buggy, never even got the little hand buggy.
Mm-mm.
Like, he just picking up stuff and putting it back.
well, now when I do go and I go in the store, size or whatever, I grab from the back.
Right.
Yeah.
We never get anything from the front. If it's on the front,
Grab it from the back.
Get that back there.
Right. I don't care if I knock everything over in the front, somebody else will pick it up. I'm just gonna go straight to that back, baby.
Mm.
What they got a job for?
Yeah.
Make a mess.
I mean, you supposed to make it as difficult as possible.
I'm not making it difficult.
Clean up all
No,
that.
you just said that you finna knock everything down. You don't care. So you were like, you know what? I want that soap. It's like 7 soaps in front of them.
Mm-hmm.
Bam! All of them hit the ground. All right, that's his job.
I mean,
Let me
if I
grab
knock
that
it
soap.
down,
I pick them up, but I ain't straighten them back up like they had. I lay them down back up there.
I'm not disrespectful. Like, I understand customer service. And,
Yeah, I lay them down. I ain't putting them up straight and wind up. They gonna be up
Please
there.
don't hit the comment section by I'm one of them dudes to go and knock
Yeah,
you
man.
down. Right? That ain't me.
Yeah, he's terrible.
Yeah,
man.
dude.
He just sit there. So to all the Walmart employees in the comments section, let them know how you feel. Please let them know how you feel. Please. Please.
So I had an experience that I told my husband about when I came home. We have a store that's a little cheaper than Walmart that I usually go to and shop. So I'm in this grocery store and I'm over by the frozen food section. That's like when you come in, you go to the right, frozen food right there. I'm like, okay, so I'm getting stuff that I need. And then I hear someone cough. So I'm looking around. It was an elderly lady with a little young boy, and she's just coughing her head off. I'm like, okay, I'm far enough from her. I'm just gonna go right here and get some bologna. So I hear her cough again. I'm like, hell no, I'm gonna go on a little further. So I'm in the meat department now. I'm looking at some meat. She is like maybe 2 or 3 feet from me. She's coughing again, takes off her mask, and you know what? I put that meat down and I left that whole fucking buggy right there and I left.
Went to the house, bleached herself in the shower for like 3 hours.
The shower, and I put on some more clothes. No, no, ma'am.
Yes.
Ma'am.
When you go out in the world, that's what you do. Take your clothes and yes.
Yeah, burn them and burn them.
Okay,
Make sure you burn them.
That's it.
No.
But yeah, coughing do make paranoid. I see somebody coughing, I'm like,
And to make it work, it was a dry cough, Shayla. It was a dry. No, ma'am. First of all, I don't even like when you cough in my house. And to be out in public and you have a dry cough and you take off your mask, baby, no ma'am. I left that buggy right there, passed by one of the employees. I said, here y'all go. And I left.
You should have seen.
yeah.
You should have seen the sad look on my son's face when he coughed in the morning and sneezed in the morning. How her own mother, his own mother, did not even want to look in his face. You should have seen the sad look on his face.
No, let me explain. Let me explain.
Sneezing and everything. She was like, "You better go get your son. You better go over there sneeze."
No, Let me explain. I love. Hold on. I love my stepson to death. I love him to death. He has bad allergies, but when you have been coughing,
that's another thing you gotta look at. Like it's the season. Like it's all fucked up.
No, Reggie, no. When you have been coughing for 3 days straight and sneezing for 3 days, Shayla.
You act like that only lasts for 10 seconds.
I have allergies and sinuses. I have allergies and sinuses combined together.
I'm telling you, Reggie, Shayla, ever since this COVID-19, ain't no other disease than happening in this world. Besides that, I'm telling you, any little symptom, automatic corona.
Wait a minute. He had been sneezing and coughing for like 3 days straight. I'm like, no, you need to go get him checked out, dog. Something ain't right.
See what I'm saying?
And then he was sneezing like back to back, like all day long. No.
Yeah. Those are allergies. Yeah.
You gotta think about this. The pollen count in Mississippi on a daily basis is high as shit. And if you got allergies or a weakened immune system like Elijah does, then
it's gone.
You don't go through it. I go through it. I'm not.
I'm gonna say, nigga, you only last 2 or 3 days. Now you'll be okay with him. 2-3 days.
No, she won't. Because once she do it one time, she putting them in the quarantine room.
No.
And she ain't gonna look at you in the eye no more.
You cannot sneeze in my house. You cannot cough in my house unless I feel like something is wrong with you. You have COVID-19 and you need to go get tested and get the fuck out.
Exactly. I'm telling you, she wouldn't even babysit. She wouldn't even babysit her niece child no more because she be sneezing.
She was sneezing too much for me.
And that's what she's supposed to do with babysit. She like, she gonna stay a little stinking ass in that living room.
Once again, I love her to death.
Told you, boy.
I cannot.
It's that bad.
Y'all just don't understand. My anxiety level is up here now. This bull crap that's going on now, I can't deal with it. I really can't.
I understand. Like,
she needs an intervention.
It's not even.
That's what she needs.
And
I understand if she was already like this type of person before that.
No, she wasn't. That's the point. That is the point, Shayla. She was nowhere near this type of person before.
I was normal.
Exactly. It's just the fact that it's something new and she don't know anything about it. She gets on Facebook.
I mean, we know about it.
I'm talking about she gets on Facebook.
Flu in the
Look, she gets on Facebook.
Everything mixed together.
She gets on Facebook and she sees people in the hospital and be like, "Oh my God, it's in the world."
I mean,
she sees people.
That's why I made that post on Facebook, like, because I kept seeing from Jackson, because that's basically all of my timeline.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen about 5 people one day. I test positive. I'm like, bro, y'all just need to sit down. Like, y'all already paid to sit on your ass. Just sit the fuck down.
Right. Stop going to these parties. Stop trying to be around these gatherings for no
Exactly. Stop having parties. If you're gonna be out, wear your mask. All you gotta do. You probably look better in the damn mask anyway.
Wow.
Put it on.
I didn't want to say all that. I love my good people in Jackson, Mississippi.
Forget that. No.
I think like this. I just think that crazy as fuck for social media or media in general to have to tell adults to wash fucking hands and wear your mask and like this is something that we should have been doing.
You're supposed to do that every day, every hour.
As a child to wash your hands.
Right.
Exactly. But that brought a realization to me that I didn't ever think about
how nasty
folks are. Like just literally, like she got a story that she told out about this lady being in the bathroom and just like she just took like mean as shit and just walk the fuck out. Like
She didn't wash her hands. Luckily, the toilets flush on their own, because I don't even think she would have toilet.
That's disgusting.
Like, lady, you gonna go back out here and touch these folks' shit and put it in this? Like, nah, bro.
That is disgusting.
yeah, but
And somebody-
it's a level of how we are as a culture, not like
People,
culture,
period.
It's
It's just
human,
yeah.
human race. It's just nasty.
disgusting.
You know, like we practice our own, safety protocols, but who knows what the next person does?
Right.
Yeah.
Like, just say for shit, I'll probably sit here and dig in my nose. I'm not finna sit here and touch him. It's something else. Get up and go wash my hands.
She's a certified nose picker.
Shut up. You
Like,
get up and go wash your hands.
Personally,
You don't
me,
touch nobody.
I'm so paranoid that when I go to the restroom, I wash my hands in our bathroom.
Before,
And then
yes, before and then after.
And then when I come out, if I have to open up our bedroom door to come out, then when I come into the kitchen, I wash my hands again because I have touched the doorknob. And I don't know who else have touched it before me.
It's just y'all in the house.
It
Right,
doesn't
like
matter.
that.
It does not matter.
And
That's
she
why
ain't
I'm
crazy,
saying
Reggie.
it's excessive.
She
That's
is
excessive.
not crazy.
It's excessive. Don't make me call her crazy again. I already did it once. And I see the look in her eye.
This is what he does. This is what he does. He says that I'm crazy because
This is what she does.
I bleach down the doorknobs every day.
My hand getting whiter and whiter by the day.
No, they're
I'm
not
a-
because you don't wash your hands like
I
you're
do
supposed to.
wash my hands. I do.
You're
wash my
nasty,
hands.
man.
I don't wash my hands
And
the way
bitch,
she
you
wash her hands.
humans.
As soon as she get done with it, as soon as we get done with the podcast,
Nigga,
she gonna wash her hands. She ain't touch nothing.
Yes, I did. I told you
Listen.
to come in here.
water be running in here.
We coming to an end anyway.
Water be running in my kitchen all day. So I walk off and water just running. So nobody has no excuse to wash hands. Right?
Exactly.
Water just running because
Man, I'm not sure what's wrong with son, our son. He literally like uses half a bottle of like hold on.
It's always been like that though. I don't know. My child came here with OCD. He came out in the world with it because he will. So it don't last. It never has.
Well, that's a good thing.
Soap don't last here now.
I just bought the 1.12 liter bottle of Gain dishwasher soap. You see where it's at now. Watch
Tomorrow.
when we have a podcast tomorrow. I will bring this down and show it to you. Let's show you where it's at. Soap is not fucking cheap.
Ours
Soap
is
is
empty.
not cheap.
Ours is empty because we wash our hands religiously. That's how
We
much we wash our hands.
Like we have no
that
hands
new
on
Dawn
that
Power
because-
spray stuff.
Because we wash them every single time. Like I can't even go nowhere or do anything without her saying, "You wash your hands. You wash your hands.
Yes.
You wash your hands. You wash your hands."
But that's safe inside the house. That's
Excuse me.
protected.
No, he
inside.
just said it's safe inside the house.
Excuse me.
I'm inside the house, and you still want me to wash my hands.
It's not
Like
safe inside the house when you go to the store and
I
you
wash
come
my
back
hands before I get.
and you're touching everything, the doorknobs, the refrigerator doors, the door to come in his little man cave. If you're touching everything before you wash your hands, it is not safe to me. So therefore I go behind him and I bleach stuff down.
To all my listeners out there, I ain't got no little man cave. It's decent, okay?
Like what the hell is a little man?
you know
little
how
man
women,
man.
how they be getting mad. They get upset. They be they name it little. Oh, you out there with your little friends and your little man cave. doing
Right,
your
right.
thing.
What the hell is all that about?
So, to all my viewers out there, I have a decent man cave.
It's not.
You have a manly cave.
You have a little man
That's
cave.
right.
Okay.
No, it's not little. She just be hating.
Shoot.
That's how you know she hate on my man cave. She wanted to call it little, okay?
Well, that means you're gonna have to go in the backyard to build her a she shed, damn it.
Yes, I need a she shed.
Well, you
No.
you ain't
Now.
do that.
No.
Yes.
Especially where we stay at.
Uh-huh.
But we're getting down to the end of the podcast. It's a great first episode. I loved it. I love the fact that I had Reggie and Shayla. My wife came out of nowhere and had her little comments in there. So hopefully she will make a return back. Put the phone down, Reggie.
Who is he calling?
He calling.
Is he calling Trump?
911. He
He's
cares.
not calling Trump. He not
Oh,
calling
I'm
Trump.
not.
He never
We're
called
not
Trump.
calling Lil
We never got to worry about that. We're not calling Trump. But
We need to do call him. We put up a
Y'all
stimulus.
viewers out there, I do not have T Daddy's number.
Yes.
yeah, I like how you called him that. But follow me on Twitter at the Real SoReal. Follow me on Facebook, Lamar SoReal. Follow me on I got my YouTube page out there, SoReal Studios. Follow me on Instagram, SoReal Sports Talk. Man, just follow us, man. We still got the podcast tomorrow. Me and Reggie got the SoReal Sports Podcast, so stay tuned to that. Reggie, where they gonna follow you at?
I'm on Twitter. It's right there. 23 Jumpman Kicks, capital Z at the end of Kicks. On Facebook, it's Reggie Walker. I don't really have anything on Instagram besides, well, you wouldn't want to follow anything out on Instagram anyway. So, yeah, that way. Just get at us, man. Leave comments, questions, concerns, all that. We here for y'all, just giving y'all a genuine outpour of love and care and compassion for the topics that we're speaking on. And hopefully y'all can relate. If you don't relate, if you hate, whatever it may be, just leave it in the comments.
If you hate, still share.
Or reach out to us individually, however it may go.
Right, because this is a movement that I've been wanting to start from the beginning, and I'm just glad that we can actually get this going. And this is something that's not gonna stop. I'm sorry, I hate to tell y'all, but no matter what, we're gonna keep this going no matter what. Shayla, if you want to follow Shayla, what you follow her? What you follow you at, Shayla?
Shoot, I'm everywhere. Facebook. I'm on Shayla Walker, Facebook, Instagram. I can't really remember my Instagram.
Miss Tink my bill.
Okay.
No. It's First Lady Walker.
Okay.
I
don't be on Instagram much. Snap is Girl with Locks 19 on Snap. I'm also myself. I'm in the process of making some hair oils to keep you ladies hydrated and penetrated, so it's
if you got a
coming.
website, we'll put a link at the bottom just in case so they can get in touch with you about that also.
All right.
You ain't got to worry about Rebecca. She only got Facebook. She'll be with me. So
I'm old, baby. I'm old.
Right. If I'm there, you'll see her most likely. So,
but I do want to say, everyone out there, please, please, please stay safe. Stay home. If you don't have to go anywhere, please don't go. Let's stop the
Take care of yourself.
virus, and let's all stay safe, stay prayed up, and let's all stay together. We're all in this together.
Facts.
Elevate.
Facts.
And wash your nasty ass hands.
All right. I know that's right. So we'll see y'all later. This is the SoReal Family Podcast, and we'll see y'all on Thursday with whole new topics. All right. Peace out.
Love.